James Winnie, NYFP for Societe Generale. We first begin overseas with the major Asian Pacific markets once again trading mixed overnight. We have Japan's Nikkei 225 index down 0.3%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng index that's up 0.2%, and China's Shanghai Composite that's down 0.5%. Meanwhile, the European markets today are on the upside, and U.S. stock futures were pointing towards a higher open after the bell. The Dow Jones, meanwhile, on the downside, about 58 points. Now we first begin in China as the HSBC Flash Manufacturing PMI index that slipped to a reading of 47.7 from last month's 48.2 reading, therefore indicating a deepening contraction in Chinese manufacturing. Meanwhile, switching focus over to Europe, we have European Flash Manufacturing PMI rising to a reading of 50.1 from last month's reading of 48.8, therefore indicating a transition into an expansion phase. Meanwhile, in the Eurozone, French PMI that rose to 49.8 from 48.4, therefore beating expectations, calling for a smaller advance to 48.8. And German Flash Manufacturing PMI crossed into positive territory, with index rising to a total of 50.3 from last month's reading of 48.6. Meanwhile, switching focus over to corporate sector, we have Ford Motor announcing second quarter earnings of 45 cents per share, therefore coming in above estimates of 37 cents per share. Revenues for the company came in at $38.1 billion, well above expectations, calling for $35.24 billion. And Apple reported second quarter earnings of $7.47 per share, this time coming in above analyst estimates of $7.30 per share. And revenues came in at $35.3 billion, coming in also ahead of estimates of $35.04 billion. And in the United States, the market's July U.S. Flash Manufacturing PMI that rose to a reading of 53.2, its highest level in 4 months. And new home sales figures for the month of June, they rose 8.3%, therefore marking its best level since May 2008.